This afternoon to see who will come out of round 6 as the league's top dogs, unbeaten up on top of the ladder. It will be one of these two. Looking forward to seeing some of the stars this afternoon. Ivan Platnick and Sidel Thread, of course, in action for the Waverley Falcons, and for Corio Bay, Scooter Renken, Jason Reardon, the Shadow Michael Rebula, Marlo Hicks will all be in action. But there are a couple of big outs for both teams this afternoon. We'll talk about those in a short time. A very good afternoon. Joining us on BigV Live, Falcons TV, Smash FM. Everybody's involved this afternoon. It's a very good afternoon to Callum Chambers. G'day, mate. How are you?
I'm good, mate. How are you? It's good to be here.
Oh, it's good to catch up with you. I haven't seen you in the first 5 rounds. You've been too busy playing basketball.
Yeah, I know. So much playing. But, you know, it's good to be. It's going to be an absolute cracker. This is a good way to start my BigV live season.
Now, for all of our viewers on Falcons TV this afternoon, a very good afternoon to you. You will be getting some updates via our BigV Live and Smash FM broadcasts of games being played around the league this afternoon in round 6. So you'll hear plenty of updates. And of course, we'll be bringing you all the action from this one this afternoon. The Waverley Falcons up against the Corio Bay Stingrays. Of course, we will have some international guests with us today, listening in or watching on. To those people, welcome. In particular, Scooter Renken's mum and dad back there in the States are going to be glued to Falcons TV this afternoon, watching their boy go about his business. So we wish Scooter's mum and dad all the best, wherever they are.
I know, wherever they are. I have no idea.
Where's he from? He has told us before on BigV Live, but I can't remember.
He talked to you, not me.
No, he wouldn't talk to you. You play for another team.
I'm the bad guy. That's all right.
Will Taylor from Smash FM is with us, as always, for our broadcasts. Will, good afternoon to you, and you'll also be bringing us up to date with results from around the league. What have you got to share with us so far?
Yeah, let's have a look at those results, of course. Let's start off with VYC women, of course. Completed results, of course. Geelong 80 defeat Nuttawatting 74 in a great game. That was out there to and fro throughout the whole game, of course, in that one, VYC women. At the moment, Ballarat was leading Hume City by 17 points at three-quarter time. Let's go to D2 women now, and at the moment, it's three-quarter time. Northeast Bushrangers leading by 5 points over Blackburn, and it's all tied up between Keesey and Shepparton in D2 women, between Keysborough and Shepparton, all tied at 39 at the moment. In Youth League 1 women today was Hawthorn by 6 points over McKinnon. Sunbury were leading at half-time by a point over Whittlesea, and Keilor trailing Southern Peninsula by 4 points in Youth League 1 women. Moving on to D1 women now, and there was actually there's some other games will be played this afternoon, which will keep you updated on that one. In-state champ men, of course, one game has been concluded today, and Whittlesea absolutely belted Sherbrooke. 26-point winners, 99-73 there in that game. And going over to D1 men now, of course, there's one more game being played today between Geelong and Altona. In D2 men at the moment, Maccabi lead Northeast Bushrangers by 1 point. Of course, there's two other games being played this afternoon. Moving over to Youth League 1 men, of course, Whittlesea leading Western Port by 6 points at three-quarter time in Youth League 1 men. And in Youth League 2 men, there's a couple of games played. In BYC men, this game went to double overtime between Waverley and Geelong, and Waverley came on top by 7 points, 95-88, and Hawthorn leading Dime Valley by 9.
Good on you, Will. Thanks for that. Not too far away from a tip-off here. Certainly sit back and relax and enjoy it with us on Falcons TV, BigV Live and Smash FM. Justin Nelson and Callum Chambers with you. And a couple of big outs for the two teams today, Cal. Firstly, for the home team, the Waverley Falcons, no Tom Boyle. And, of course, Chris Arkell is still overseas, so a couple of big outs. And also for Corio Bay, Dwayne The Rock Johnson did not play last night and is not playing again today. We believe he has a slight groin strain or something like that, and he should be back in action next week. But certainly a couple of key players out for both teams.
Oh, sure. Look, Arkell, we know he's been missing for a little while still. Boyle does give them that ability to stretch the floor in that 4 spot, and his 10 points of contest are going to be missed. But That being said, Dwayne Johnson's a huge loss for Corio Bay. He's been a very solid and consistent performer. He's averaging 21 a game, 7 boards, and I look to him. Rabula might get a bit more attention than he's probably used to this evening or this afternoon without Johnson. So we'll see how the matchups is. Looks like Dion Jewell is in the starting lineup now as well. Yeah,
he is for the Corio Bay Stingrays. Both teams coming off wins last night. Corio Bay over Hawthorn, Waverley over Bulleen. At Bulleen by 3. We're set for a tip-off. Brad Bridgewater, Marlowe, Hicks, and I think we may get a re-jump there. We will.
This would be a great contest between these two tonight.
Who are you going for, by the way?
Oh, I'm going to give Waverley the edge.
Okay, fair enough. First time into attack, Scooter Renkin turns it over. Siddell Threat comes down, look away pass. Blenner has it open for 3, in and out. Platnick tried to put it back. Bridgewater there off the O-Rebs, and he gets the Falcons underway this afternoon. That's the first score of the game, and classic stuff there by Waverley. The outside shot and a couple of rebounders underneath.
No doubt. Hicks here on the post with Bridgewater guarding him. Goes one way. Tries to step through. Nice little move there by Hicks. I don't know where it was, but he found it. And 2 points for Hicks. Ties it up at 2. Waverley come back the other way. Looks like Corio Bay, bit of a press, and Waverley just throw the ball straight over the top. Kelleher with a pull-up Jane Renkin's grill, and he hit it.
Hit 31 last night, Brad Kelleher. He's been in great form. Another turnover. Renkin throws it away once more. This is Siddell Threat. Off to Platnick. Had Kelleher underneath, who gets the offensive rebound now. Put back, and a great start for the Falcons this afternoon. 6-2 they lead. And I think the Corio Bay Stingrays just need to settle down and play some structure. They're doing that right now. Here's Jewell to Reardon. Up high on the key. Reardon looks at his options inside. Hicks has 2 on him at the moment. Reardon has to go it alone, and that's a really bad miss in the end. Not a lot of options for him, and here comes Siddell Threat back the other way.
Threat guarded. Looks like Corio Bay might be in a little bit of a zone, but I wasn't sure. Ball's tipped out of bounds. It'll be baseline for the Falcons. Kelleher to inbound. He has a look. Looks like Corio Bay are in the zone. Blenner has it, finds himself open for 3, misses by a long way. Reardon comes up with it, comes back the other way. Long pass to Renkin. Renkin will go up and 1. Siddell went for a swipe. I think he missed though. To be honest with you,
I reckon he's missed him by about 3 foot.
Yeah.
I think Siddell went to argue the point and thought, you know what, the whistle's gone. It's just not worth my breath. But gee, I tell you what, it looked like he missed him by a mile.
Yeah, he did. As Renkin converts the M1 and makes it 6-5.
Yeah, 6-5 it should be, yep. Any chance we'll see more than 20 seconds of offense from either team today?
No, 8-second offense is the name of the game tonight as the ball skipped. Blenner has it to Siddell. He doesn't want to shoot it. He gives it to Keller. He will. No go, and it just bounces straight off the rim and out of bounds. Corio Bay showing a bit of a zone to combat the effectiveness of Waverley's transition game, but also their one-on-one ability.
I think we might see a fair bit from the perimeter today. Both teams unbeaten. Back end of round 6. Good little steal there, or attempted by Siddell Threat. One team will move on as the only unbeaten team in state champ men. 2 of the big guns, the reigning champs, the Stingrays, and the Falcons just continue to get it done. Here's Renkin for a long 3 off the front of the ring. Put back Reardon. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for a couple, and he's got a chance to put the visitors in front for the first time this afternoon. Early stages, 7:55 to go in the first quarter on Falcons TV, Big V Live and Smash FM this afternoon. Here's Reardon at the line for 2.
Reardon steps up for the first one. He's usually pretty reliable from the foul line. He gets the first one, has a bit of a chat with Siddell. They've been playing against each other for a little while now.
Or Siddell had a bit of a chat with him.
Yeah, well, you're probably right there. As Reardon gets the second one, they went early, but it doesn't matter. Hadnick inbounds, and here comes Threat the other way. Corio Bay back into that zone.
Had a massive game last night, Jason Reardon. Huge game, 25 and 15 for memory.
Well, he's been playing the power forward spot with him out with Threat. Nice little find there by Platnick, who doesn't put it away. He's missed a couple of bunnies early. Here he goes again. Little step away. Nice pass. No, stripped. Here goes Jewell back the other way. They got the numbers here. Jewell pull up. No, bounce pass to Renkin. Beautiful. Great transition bucket by the Stingrays. And
couple of misses by Platnick down the other end too.
Yep.
He's got to get his eye in early. He's important. He had a big game last night, 28 for Waverley last night. Threat for 3. Back of the iron. Blennerhassett goes at it with Reardon. The Waverley player in Blennerhassett wins it, but throws it straight to Hicks. And again, look at this transition. Renkin underneath the reverse layup in. It's an 11-6 lead to the visitors, and I reckon Waverley have just got to change things up a little bit here at the moment.
Yeah, they're getting run on a bit. They're looking good in transition. The Stingrays is Waverley just looking to find ways to pick apart this zone. It's working well, pretty well at the moment. Kelleher skip past to Siddell on the wing. Inside to Platnick, who flashed. Can't get it again, and here's Bridgewater, who'll put that one away on the offensive glass.
Well, he doesn't miss too many of those if he's allowed to pull it down off the boards. Here's Renkin into Hicks, knocked away by Bridgewater, who gets the start today, Brad Bridgewater, we should say, because Tommy Boyle's out.
Yes, yeah, and it's not a bad little inclusion there as Blennerhassett sits and Matt Bongetti subs in for the Waverley Falcons. Inbound on the sideline will be Dion Jewell for the Stingrays. Renkin pops out and they look to get through a set here. They haven't looked good in the half court so far. They go to Hicks on the high post. He gives Bridgewater a bit of a shake. He's pretty quick. Bounce pass, they fight for it. It won't go. Threat with a tough ball. He's pushing the ball up. Here goes Kelleher. Pull up, really tough one. Blocked by Rabula. And Reardon come back the other way.
Reardon up quickly to Renkin. Renkin runs into a brick wall. And gee, I'll tell you what, one of the unluckiest fouls Brad Bridgewater's going to get called on him this afternoon.
It's a big man curse, mate.
I don't reckon he moved an inch. And Renkin will go to the line for 2. What can you do as a big fella in that position? Because he literally went the brick wall, and he's come off second best.
Oh, well, he's 6'8" and about 100. I don't even want to say, but that's just the curse of being a big guy, and hasn't gone his way that time. It doesn't often. As Renkin gets them both to go. And
13-8. He's had a good start, Scooter Renkin. He had a couple of turnovers in the first minute and a half, but since then he's really settled down and he's piling on the points right now.
Yeah, no,
Scooter Renkin has, I think he's up to 7 points now. Foul down the other way, this time against Dion Jewell. Siddell Threat draws that foul. It's 13-8 Stingrays lead, just under 6 to go in the first quarter on Falcons TV, BigV Live and Smash FM. We'll be going to Will Taylor shortly for some score updates. Here's Matt Bongetti for a long 3. Timely stuff for the Falcons. They get it back to 2.
Renkin back the other way. Kelleher guarding him. Here's Jewell on the wing. Kicks it to the top. Reardon likes the look of a 3, but it won't go. Easy rebound by Bridgewater and off Waverley out of the races again. Obviously through Siddell. Little lob pass to Platnick, but he stepped out of bounds. And Stingrays will go back the other way.
I'll tell you what, I saw Waverley here a couple of weeks ago against McKinnon, and Platnick had 17 points in the first quarter. Everything went his way. Right now, nothing is going right for the Falcons superstar. He has started with a shocker at the moment. Let's see if he can turn it around. Here's Renkin for a long 3. Drains it from the left corner. And he has got his eye in, Scooter Renkin. His mum and dad back in the States listening in or watching in today. They would be pretty happy with their boy at the moment. He's up to 10 points in this first quarter, and he's creating all sorts of headaches. There's Platnick for his first 2. It's 16-13. Wow, Corio Bay's way.
That'll be good for Platnick. Get his eye in, as you said. Here's Hicks. He had position on Bridgewater, who fouled, and that might be his second.
It is his second, Cal. He's got a couple.
And there's not a whole lot of height coming off the bench there. Campbell, Nielsen, Palionis, Granger, and Blennerhassett. And it's really important that he stay out of trouble with no Boyle and Kell here in the lineup.
Well, Brad walked straight towards the bench, put his big left mid up and just shook his mitt and said, no, it's okay, I'll stay out here at the moment. I'm aware I've got 2. Hicks puts away the first. It's been a reasonably slow start to the season for Marlo Hicks, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. And look, I think it's just about syncing with the new guys in the team. And he also hasn't got the delivery he used to have from Liam Norton. I think that has something to do with it as well. But we all know what he's capable of. And any given night, you know, he can go off for 30 and 15. No
I was going to say, I think the danger there is he's due for a big one.
Yep.
And Waverley will be hoping it's not today. Here's Bongetti for 3. Off the front of the ring, Renkin comes down with it. 18-13, the Stingrays lead. Here's Reardon, switches play out to Dion Jewell for the long 3. And they are lighting it up, the visitors. The reigning champs are lighting Waverley up right now, 21-13. And they have been very effective last few times down the floor. Here's Platnick with the turnaround jumper from just inside the foul line. Off the front of the iron, it falls down and away they come again. The Stingrays, Rankin into Hicks. Misses the slam. He had that one home and hosed. And I think he counted on 2 before he even went off the floor. And in the end, there's a foul, maybe against Rebula, I think. And Waverley will get it back with an 8-point deficit. And really, it should have been a 10-point deficit.
Yeah, he won't be happy, smiling about it, but he won't be happy with that. As Threat come back the other way, moves the ball to the side. Bonjetti back to Threat. He looks at another 3. They're daring him to shoot this one, and he hasn't made him pay yet. Hicks, big rebound, and here come Corio, 3-on-2. Rankin, still Rankin inside, pitches the ball to Jewel, kicks it on, Reardon for 3, won't go. Bonjetti cleans it up.
He's not afraid to overlook the pink skin kicker, is he? He'll keep putting them up there if they don't come out to him. Reardon, Callagher under some pressure, gets it off to Bonjetti, works his way into the paint, forces it out to Threat now to Callagher, long 3, top of the arc, off the back of the ring. He'll get his own rebound. He takes it in baseline. Nice little handoff back inside to Platnick. He wanted the foul. He put away the basket, and Platnick's got a couple now. Here's Rebula at the other end. The shadow.
There he is.
All the way to the basket. On the layup, 23-15. Rebula's going 2 points at 100% at the moment. Keep an eye on him.
They took the ball out quickly on a mate there. Sedell tries to walk the ball in against the zone. Nothing there. Brings it back out to the top. Platnick looks to set the screen. Pitches it to Bonjetti for another 3. Won't go. They're not getting anything inside the paint. Really, at the moment, when they do, they look all right, but the 3s aren't going at the moment. Jewel in the corner, and he's gone again. And the Stingers are absolutely on fire at the moment.
They're up by 11, Cal, 26-15. And they've nailed a few from the arc now, the Stingrays. No timeouts yet in this game. 2.5 to go in the first quarter. Here's Bonjetti for the Falcons. There's just not a lot of movement, to be honest, for the home team. Sedell thread off to Callagher. In fact, it is Callagher. Looked to have been fouled on that shot by Rebula. No call. He missed it. Hicks goes back the other way to Jewel, who's already nailed a couple. Can't make it 3 from 3 from the arc. It comes off the ring down to Callagher, and he brings it up for the Falcons.
Callagher fakes the handoff. He's guarded him, skip past to Bonjetti in the corner. He moves it on to Sedell. The ball movement's better here. Callagher gets inside, stripped away. I thought it was out on Corio Bay, but it's going to stay with Waverley.
Lockie Headlam coming in for Marlo Hicks, by the way, and
Luke
it
Osborne.
Also looks like Osborne in for Dion Jewel.
Here's Campbell in as well for the Falcons. He steps in, gives it to Bonjetti for 3, pretty open, and he'll make those. You can't leave him there, and he's trying to rally his teammates as they need a bit of a pick-me-up, and that might have done it, as Rankin looks to set up the offense in the half-court for the Stingrays. Here's Reardon. Inside, can't squeeze the pass into Rebula. Here's Bonjetti, skips it to Campbell. Campbell assesses his options, gets by, and fouled by Headlam. Nice quick move by the old man.
Yeah, it was. He'll be talking about that one during the week around the water cooler at Basketball Victoria offices. 26-18.
Might have tested the hammy there.
Hutchison comes in for Rebula, the shadow. The king of flying under the radar. Had another 18 points last night, I think, at 73%, Michael Rebula.
Yeah, that's pretty low for him, actually. He'd be upset with that.
He did say he missed a couple of layups as well.
Well, he's on 69.5% for the season.
Wow.
So it's not bad at 18 points a game.
He's made,
what is it? No, it's not here. But look, he's just shooting a phenomenal. He's almost shooting as well from the field as he is from the foul line.
And not only at that 70% clip, he's shooting 18 points a game.
Yeah.
So it's not as if he's just put up a few shots for the season. 1:32 to go in the first quarter. We're going to have Campbell to the line for 2. There's been a string of substitutions for both teams as we head down towards quarter time. Will Taylor to join us shortly with all the latest score updates from around the Big V this afternoon. Sunday afternoon of round 6 action. And just to scare you, Cal, can you believe that this also marks the 1/3 mark of the season?
Wow, geez, it goes quick, doesn't it?
Very, very quick.
And we had a week off.
Campbell hits both. So he's on the scoreboard, and it's back to 6 the lead for Corio Bay. Here's Osborne across the half line. Looking in, Headlam trying to set up down low. He goes out to Reardon, though, back to Hutchie to Reardon. Switches play from right to left. Osborne inside Reardon at the foul line. Turnaround jumper. Can't make it. Campbell away for the Falcons with the rebound. Brings it up the floor quickly. Forces it back outside to Kelleher for three. Looks short, is short, falls down to Platnick. Off the glass, puts it in, and all of a sudden it's back to a 4-point margin.
Oh, they can score quick, smart. It's happening as Rankin brings the ball back, and Platnick and Headlam have a bit of a tussle in the middle of the floor. Nothing called, letting it go. Here's Rankin still, goes to Headlam. It's a bit too far up for him. Rankin gets Campbell in the air. Little lob pass to Headlam, a little bit too high, and it went over and out of bounds. The Falcons resolute indeed there.
I think Scooter just changed his mind. He looked at the shot and then looked at the pass, and it sort of floated in between both.
Look, when you're that open, you probably need to just take it. As Kelleher brings the ball up. Here's Bonjetti, fakes the pass, pulls a three, won't go. Campbell bounces out to him. It's probably his first rebound of the year. Little floater, won't go. Headlam rebound, Hutchie to Reardon, and off they go.
Reardon quickly transition, gets it out to the right wing. Scooter Rankin dribble inside, forces out to Hutchie off the back of the iron. It falls down to Bonjetti, who's fouled by Jason Reardon on the D-Reb. Not a lot of fouls called in this game.
Not a lot of D, mate.
That's very, very true. Only 7 fouls called in this first quarter. Waverley's now got their 4th team foul. In fact, that was 4 for Corio Bay as well. So 4 each way. We're inside the last 8 seconds. Stingrays by 4. Kelleher for the jumper, makes it. And he made it from about 20 foot. Very, very good effort by Brad Kelleher. He's in great touch at the moment. And a quarter time on Falcons TV, BigV Live and Smash FM. It's Corio Bay 26, Waverley 24. Let's go to Will Taylor for all the score updates from around the league, round 6 of BigV action.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's have a look at those right now for you. Let's go Youth League 1 men. Kilo leading McKinnon by just 6 points at the moment, 31-25. Youth League 1 women winners today already. It was Hawthorn by 6 over McKinnon. It was Sunbury over Whittlesea by 17 and Kilo over Southern Peninsula by 11. Youth League 2 men winners today. It was Keesey by 40 points over Southern Peninsula and Coburg lost to Melton by 1 point, 93-92 there.
Did you say Keesey got up?
Over Southern Peninsula.
By 40. Happy birthday, Hursty.
Not bad. Oh, is it? Is it?
I don't know, I just made that up, but he'll be happy, won't he?
He'd be wrapped.
BYC men, and it was Waverley in double overtime over Geelong, 95-88. It was Hawthorn leading Darren Valley by 8 points. In D1 men, it's all tied up between Geelong and Altona at 23 apiece. D2 men, it was Maccabi still leading over Northeast Bush Rangers by 2 points.
Come on, our boys. Come on.
Pakenham coming back with a lead over Coburg by 4 points after a disaster last night.
They were terrible last night, Pakenham. Terrible.
In D1 women, it is Craigieburn by 8 over Werribee. It is Southern Peninsula over Kilo by 3 points. In D2 women, it is Shepparton trailing Keysborough by 17 points.
Wait, go back. Did you just say Shepparton trailing Keysborough?
Yep, by 17 in D2 women.
Wow.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like it's far off the completion there either. Keysy.
You think that might get brought up on BigV TV this week?
Yeah, there might be something said. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, well, there we go. Any other scores before we start the second quarter?
Blackburn defeated Northeast Bush Rangers by 6 points.
Blackburn got their first win, D2 women. About time they did something.
And of course, in completion state champion was Whittlesea over Sherbrooke by 26.
That's a bit. I tell you what, Whittlesea, and they won last night as well. Whittlesea, they have turned their season around.
Jermaine Williams, mate, he's not bad.
Have they won their last 5 or 4 of their last 5? Something like that. They're up and about. We're underway here in the second quarter, and a turnover. Campbell threw it straight to the shadow in Michael Rebula, and the Stingrays come down for their first foray forward in this second quarter. They lead by 2.
Here's Osborne to Reardon. He's pretty open. He won't pass that one up. And he, oh, jeez, just rattled in and out. He struggled from the field so far, Reardon, but that won't deter him. Here's Osborne again. Goes to Reardon. Now Waverley showing a bit of a zone. Here's Hicks. Nice rip to his left, and all they could do was foul. Bonjetti whipped him across the wrist, and he'll go to the line for a pair.
And you're spot on with Reardon. He just won't. If you don't go to him, he'll keep shooting. We saw him at Bulleen a few weeks ago, and dead set, he had one of the worst shooting nights you would ever see, and then he nailed the 3 to tie the game up and send it into overtime.
Yep, it's just confidence. That's what it is.
Don't forget, 25 points, 15 rebounds, and I reckon he had 8 steals or assists last night for
Well,
memory as well.
that means defense, I suppose.
He played very, very
There you
well.
go.
Hicksy hit the first from the foul line and misses the second. He's 3 of 4 from the line so far this afternoon. Stingrays have it by 3. Here's Campbell driving baseline, found a little bit of space, forced it out to Bonjetti, misses, rebound and away. Osborne to Hutchison. Down the left side of the court, out to Rebula, gets up high and just keeps it in play. Through hands back to Osborne, long 3 from the top of the arc, misses. Reardon with the offensive rebound to Hicks. Hicks just outside the key, brings it up high to Hutchison, to Reardon, long 3 from the right wing, makes it. Well, we said it was only a matter of time. He knew it and he put it away. 30 plays 24, Stingrays lead.
Just doesn't deter him at all whatsoever. Is Kelleher. Brings the ball up, looks like he might get a screen here from Bonjetti. He does, tries to turn the corner, can't. Lob pass to Campbell, pitches it on to Nielsen. He's posting up to a cutting Bonjetti, can't get it to go on his left side, and he's not happy with himself at all as Hicks brings the ball up.
Well, 2 strange things. We just saw Bonjetti get inside the paint, and we just saw Hicks dribble the ball up the floor. It's going to be one of those afternoons. I think here's Hutchie for a trademark 3. Hutchie puts it away, and I'll tell you what, they are shooting the lights out from downtown. 33 plays 24. Hutchie's got a smile on his face. He'll give us a bit of a wink up here in a moment in the commentary box. Here's Platnick down the other end. Campbell is fouled. Platnick threw it out to Campbell on the right wing. Went to attack the basket straight away. Ran straight into Michael Rebula, who was off the floor. And that's his second, I reckon, Michael Rebula. 33-24. How's Hutchie, hey?
Yeah, pull up, doesn't matter. No worries.
It's a wonder he didn't give us the salute up here, just to let us know that...
Maybe if he gets another one, he will. As Nielsen pulls the trigger on a 3, won't go. Bridgewater huge inside. Very handsy from Corio. Hutchie puts his hand up, says, yeah, I'll hit him. And it will be Waverley ball baseline. Waverley be getting a little bit frustrated, I think, inside with some of the contact that Corio Bay getting away with.
Brad Bridgewater still testing his right. I was going to say, Hutchie didn't just hit him, he absolutely hacked him.
Yep, broke his wrist. Yep, I did it.
Put his hand up straight away. Blenner has it here. Nielsen. Siddell threat controls things again now for Waverley. They're down by 9. Campbell for a long 3, and it looked good from the moment it left his hand. And Adrian Campbell is having a very, very good time on the floor so far this afternoon. 33-27, 7.5 left to go in the second quarter.
He's been good because he's given him some penetration against the zone, and he's keeping his dribble and finding some shooters as Hicks tries to tunnel his way over Bridgewater, and he does.
Could be his game this afternoon, Marlo Hicks. He's been due to really break out for a high-scoring game, and at the moment, he's taking it to Brad Bridgewater every chance he gets. Don't forget, Bridgewater already has 2 fouls as well. Here's Campbell again, dribble penetration, shoots from the elbow. Blennerhassett leaps out of nowhere to get the rebound. He's fouled now by Reardon. And, gee, I'll tell you what, Jace, I reckon you might have connected with him. He doesn't agree. No.
Doesn't reckon. What's new?
35 plays 27. They're up by 8, Corio Bay at the moment, and they look good, Cal.
Yeah, they do. They do. There's Campbell at the top to Blennerhassett. Swings the ball to Nielsen inside to Bridgewater. And Campbell from quarter court. Another one. He's got it. He's feeling it so far. Campbell again. He's really come on and given him a shot in the arm. It's 31-35. He's playing some great minutes. It's good for his plus minus. He gives Reardon an absolute belt. And he says, yeah, I did. I hit him.
Well, not only
he doesn't really care.
He got him on the second one, didn't get him on the first one. He put his hand up straight away. Reardon was complaining he didn't get called on the first one. And Campbell went back for a second dig at him, and the referee saw that one.
Did you see that just then? He gave him a bit of a laugh as they go to the timeout, called by Dan Riches. And they just need to stop the bleeding at the moment. There's plenty of scoring, but... you know, that's exactly how we thought this one would play out anyway.
Yeah, and I reckon we're going to see a lot more scoring in this game. 35-30, Stingrays lead by 5. We've got a timeout, 6:40 to go in the first half. Let's go to Will Taylor for some more score updates in the Big V this afternoon.
Yeah, I'm just going to wind that one back to D2 women. 77-60 was Keysborough win over Shepparton.
Wow.
And
first win ever for Keysy women in the Big V. First win ever, so well done to them. Who played well, mate? 21 points to
Owen?
Meg Owen, is it? Is it Meg?
Sure.
I think it is Meg Owen.
Yep.
21
10 of 11
9.
from the foul shot, from
Good
the
on
foul
her.
line.
Good on her.
That's what I'm talking about. How about for the
Actually, that
for
was
the
Shepparton, by the way. That
Yeah.
wasn't for the Cougars.
Yeah. Hewish, see, I told you. 15 points. Sarah Collins had 15. Good all-round performance by the looks of things.
Good on him.
Put him away.
Good on him. Any other scores at the moment, Will?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll go to D1 women, and at the moment, 6:54 to go in that game. It is Craigieburn by 6 points at the moment.
That's 6:54 to go in the third quarter, by the way.
Over the Devils, yeah.
Down at Werribee this afternoon too.
Lisa Troyan having a night out.
She'd be pretty cold down there, I reckon.
Ooh.
5-point margin to the Stingrays. We're back underway on Falcons TV, Big V Live and Smash FM. Hicksy inside, forces it back out to Reardon. Good look away, fake by Osborne. He ended up going to the basket himself. Missed it. O-Reb there for Marlo Hicks. He puts it away for 2. Wouldn't mind seeing how many points Marlo Hicks has in this game at the moment because he's starting to light it up.
Yeah, no, he's looking pretty good. He's in ominous form at the moment. I think he's got 9 points and 4 boards at this stage. There's another miss from Waverley, and here come Corio Bay through Osborne. He reverses the ball to Reardon. Rankin wide open, and it won't go. And geez, the threat came over the back. Yeah, he's going to complain, but he was out of position. He got Hicks in the back, and Corio Bay will keep the ball.
So I reckon that sort of stuff, let it go. I mean,
Mate, he ran into his back.
Yeah, it's a little,
but
it's a
they
little
lost
fella.
possession.
It's a little fella just trying to get in and under, you know.
Yeah.
Stir
maybe
up the big fellas.
Maybe they just shouldn't.
Here's Marlo Hicks turnaround jumper for 2. He's sweet. I told you it could be his game this afternoon. He looks very good, 39-30. Let's not forget, I should say, no Tom Boyle there today. So Marlo Hicks is having his way at the moment. Here's Campbell finding a way through to Bridgewater. Great defence. Marlo Hicks just stood up tall. Brad Bridgewater wants a foul, but there was nothing there. Back the other way. Scooter Rankin off the glass for 2. It's 41-30, and all of a sudden Waverley have to respond.
10-point ball game in Waverley. Just looking for some offense. Nielsen doesn't really look like he knows what to do with it here. He's got Hicks on him. It's a tough ask, and he throws the ball out of bounds. He looked really uncomfortable.
Well, 2 things then. He looked uncomfortable, and not one of his 4 teammates were moving for him.
Anywhere. No.
Not one of them. They were just standing and watching.
Oh, they wanted a jump shot.
Nielsen gets dragged for that, and Ilya Poliana comes in for his first run this afternoon. We know what he's going to do.
Play defence. Oh, wait, no, sorry.
Nah, he'll put up some shots. Here's Reardon to the shadow. Rebula makes it, and that's as far away as you'll ever see him from the basket. Long 2 from the left corner. He's usually underneath. He's usually dead smack underneath the ring.
With no one around.
He'll be happy with that one.
He will.
Is he going at 100% this afternoon? I reckon he might be.
Yeah, I think he is. 2 of 2. Campbell again for 3. He's feeling it. He's absolutely feeling it at the moment. And a wide open one for Campbell. And I'm sure Corio Bay were worried about a few other guys before Adrian Campbell, and he's making them pay for it.
Well, I reckon he's 3 of 3 from the arc at the moment.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Here's Reardon. Out to the left wing. Osborne down in the left corner. Scooter Rankin inside to Hicks. Turns it over. Looking for Michael Rebula. Rebula fouls from behind as Sedell Threat gets the strip. And I reckon that might be Michael Rebula. Oh, no, it's his second personal foul. 43-33. Stingrays lead by 10 on Falcons TV, Big V Live and Smash FM this afternoon.
Uh-oh.
Here he is. Poliano, his first look is a miss. Hicks, massive rebound. Gets it away for the Stingrays to Rankin. Has to hold play up and wait for the cavalry to arrive. There it is in Reardon. Rebula, don't tell me. No, he misses. That's his first miss, but taking it underneath is Hicks.
They got to get a body on him. He's absolutely cleaning up on the offensive glass at the moment this quarter, and they need to get a body on him. I know they're in a zone. They don't have a direct guy to box out.
Well, Brad Bridgewater can't go with him. Let's be honest.
No,
Brad Bridgewater has not been able to defend
so far.
Marlo
No.
Hicks.
He's been too quick, Hicks. He's too athletic, too quick.
What's he got in this game so far, Cal? It's a 10-point margin, by the way, for Corio Bay. Hicks is 3 of 4 from the foul line today.
Yeah,
he's now 3 of 5.
11 points and 7 boards so far.
Make that 11 and 8. Just ticked over.
Yep.
Second attempt from the stripe. Marlo Hicks looks better, and it is better. He goes to 12 points and 8 rebounds in this first half. And Scooter Rankin also has 12 points so far in the game. I reckon Adrian Campbell might be Waverley's top scorer. Here's Blennerhassett inside, back out to Threat.
Yeah.
Down low to Bridgewater. Bursts his way in the paint, and he's fouled on the turnback layup to the basket.
See, I like that. I like Bridgewater going back at Hicks. He's getting a bit of a bath at the moment. And I like the him wanting to go at him. He could have passed it back out, but he went right at him and very close to missing it. But you're right, Campbell is leading the way. He's got 11 points on 3 or 4 from 3, so he's missed one. He'll say he was fouled on that one too. Platnick with 6, Kelleher with 6, Bongetti with 6. Bridgewater misses his first. He's got 4 points and 4 boards so far. 3 of them are offensive. We'll go to the line for a second.
Platnick back on the court, by the way.
No good. Either of them. Not happy with it. And here comes Corio the other way through Rankin.
They're up by 11, Cal.
Mind digging away at this. Here's Hutchie. Looking, Osborne. Hicks flashes high. He's feeling confident at the moment. Jump shot.
Someone's got to go to him. I mean, he just walked into the high post there by himself, up to the elbow. 3 players stood around and looked at him, and surely Waverley need to understand that, and he's almost got a steal there too, Hicks. He's a massive threat this afternoon. He's 14 points so far in this game and commits a very heavy foul on Ivan Platnick, by the way.
Platnick's had harder than that. He's copped some harder ones than that, I reckon, over the years.
I've seen him cop softer ones and go down like a sack of spuds, but on that occasion, and I reckon that's Hicks's 3rd personal, is it? I reckon it might be. We've got a timeout by the Stingrays, by the way, with 3:19 to go in the half. 46 plays 33. Stingrays lead. We'll check out how many fouls for Hicks. He's just been subbed off. I reckon it might be his third.
Yeah. Well, he's got a double-double. 14 points and 10 boards.
Well, we just saw it in that last play. He got the ball at the elbow. 3 players stood and watched him.
Yep.
I mean, he's already drained 2 or 3 from there in this game.
Yeah.
You've got to understand where the threat is, and at the moment, Corio Bay knows that Marlo Hicks is a big threat in this game, and Waverley's not respecting it.
They're not paying any attention, and he's doing pretty well whatever he wants. 14 and 10, and he won't get back on, I would imagine, this quarter. So the half, 14 and 10 on track for a pretty big one. A big one, barring him staying out of foul trouble. That's going to be pretty important. That's going to be a big theme in the second half, I think.
13-point lead to the Stingrays. Let's go to Will Taylor for some more score updates. Round 6 Sunday action in the Big V.
Now, I've left this score out deliberately because D2 man out at Maccabi, and Maccabi leading 35 to 28.
Come on, boys. Come on. Wow.
So,
how long to go in that game? Is that third quarter?
Third quarter, 8:03 to go.
On, fellas. I tipped that.
No, you didn't.
No, I did. I said our boys would get up over the bushes. Come on, fellas.
I'll have to check that. I'll have to check the tape.
I'm back on the wagon.
So let's have a look at some other games now. At the moment, Youth League 1 men at the moment, Steel Keel leading McKinnon by 5 points.
Ooh, come on, boys.
What's going on there?
Mucking around.
What's going on there?
No, they're mucking around.
Chandler's at the foul line.
Oh,
gee whiz.
You need to let up. You don't.
Here's Platnick at the foul line. He shot that like Michael Chandler too from McKinnon. Misses the first. Platnick makes the second. It's back to 12 points.
He wouldn't be listening.
Who's that, Platnick or Chandler?
Both.
Here's Scooter Rinkin for the Stingers. Has Reardon setting up a screen for him. Still looking. Finds a way through. Forces it out to Reardon for 3. Looks good all the way. And they can do no wrong at the moment, the Stingrays. They're now up by 15.
And Waverley back the other way. Here's Siddell to Palionis, who just lets it fly, and he's absolutely drilled it. He was wide open. He was probably 25 feet from the rim, and he's just buried it. Great response from them. They've got the answers at the moment, but they're still trailed by 12. Here's Rankin going to work. Sees a bit of a mismatch with Palionis guarding him, pulls up and cashes it. And they found the weakness in the D there, but that's not what he's there for.
I'll tell you what, it's great to see Ilya still running up and down in state champ man doing his thing. Do you reckon they could have gone with a larger size singlet on him this afternoon, though?
Yeah, it's pretty mean.
It's not exactly flattering, is it?
No.
Gee whiz. Give the boy half a chance. Here's Hutchie looking at a baseline drive, gets it in to, well, it's come out in the end and another long 3. That looked like Dion Jewell taking it, but originally, great little give out came from, what's his name? Lockie Headlam, of course, who's now on the floor for Marlo Hicks. Headlam called into action and wasn't able to defend Ivan Platnick. 54 plays 39. Last time I saw Lockie Headlam, he scored on the buzzer on an offensive putback to beat Bulleen in overtime.
Yeah, that's right. Big one for him. That was a big game for him. It was all over the glass, that game. Here's Rankin sizing up, threat, and he just slashes to the cup. And a big bucket there. by Rankin as he yells his teammates to get back on D as he does. His threat, and Campbell didn't catch it properly. Let's see, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He is absolutely feeling it. You know you're feeling it when you don't catch the ball properly. It bubbles in your hands, you gather it, and you drill it.
You'll be all right. Chuck it up. Hey, Scooter Rankin, I don't know if Waverley's picked up on this, but every time he drives the paint, it's always to the right, my friends.
Yep.
Always. Here's Headland for 2. That didn't look too good for Lockie. Pollyanna got a rebound. Really odd to see him anywhere near the basket. Got it out quickly to Campbell. He might as well just shoot it. Here's Siddell threat. Nice ball inside to Bridgewater. Puts it down for 2. Great work, Siddell threat and Brad Bridgewater. That's what they do best. 56 plays 44. Stingers lead inside the last minute of the first half.
And they come back the other way. Here's Hutchinson. Handoff after handoff. They haven't really gone anywhere, though. Here's Rankin. Here's Jewel. Baseline. Pull up. Tough one. Won't go. Didn't draw any rim. Plotnik. Quick outlet. Here goes threat. They want to beat the zone up the
Pollyanna,
floor.
watch Pollyanna.
Campbell from a long way.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, here we are. That was a heat check.
Well, Pollyanna was wide open out on the wing too. He won't be happy about that.
No.
Here's Reardon down the other way for the Stingrays. I'll tell you what, a score here for the Stingers is going to cut deep. Hutchie for 2! Puts his hand up. There's that left-hand salute we've come used to seeing for Hutchie. 58-44, and that's not what Waverley needed. 14-point margin. Stingers leading in this zone. They're doing a great job. Turnaround. Platnik misses off the front of the ring. Gets a rebound. Loses it though. Rankin back the other way for 3. Oh, so very, very close. Off the back of the ring. He actually shot a floater from about 33 foot on that occasion. 58-44 at half-time, ladies and gentlemen. It's been the Stingrays this afternoon. The reigning champs are showing the way without Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, it must be said. But they look very, very good. Kel Chambers will bring us up to date with some of the first half stats in just a moment. Or are you ready to go, young
I'm ready to go. I'm always ready.
Fire away.
Born ready, mate. Here we go. And looking at the Stingrays who lead this one by 14 at the moment. Rankin's got 16 on 6 of 9 shooting. 6 of 10, maybe.
Hey, very good afternoon to Scooter Rankin's mum and dad.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Hey, where are we? Don't even know where they are, but they're over in the States somewhere. But good afternoon to Scooter Rankin's mum and dad.
Absolutely. They'd be proud as punch at the moment.
Mum and dad would be happy.
Oh, yeah.
You reckon they might be enjoying some Australian commentary?
Oh, yeah. Well, they probably don't even understand what on earth we're saying.
You know what I want to do? You know what my lifelong dream is?
What's that?
I want to be the first Australian basketball commentator in America. Do you reckon there's any chance they'd understand anything I'm saying?
No.
Do you reckon they'd understand one
word?
No,
they'd have subtitles for you.
Rightio, so Scooter Rankin has 16.
He does. Hicks has got 14 and 10, as we mentioned.
Someone go and stand with Marlo Hicks.
Wouldn't hurt. Everyone else is on single figures so far. For Waverley, we've got Adrian Campbell, 14 points. He's hit 4 triples. He's feeling it. Plotnik, 9 points, and Kelleher, Bridgewater, and Bongetti all on 6.
Plotnik, 4 of 11, by the way.
Yeah, he's been a little bit frustrated so far, but don't count on him doing that again in the second half. Key stat, 7 of 22 from downtown for the Falcons, and 7 of 17 from the Corio Stingrays. They're getting them up. That's what happens when you play these zones. Plenty of room for some shots.
How's our under-the-radar king going? The shadow, Michael Ribula.
Yeah, 6 points. Has been a little bit quiet. 3 or 4 from the field.
But at what clip?
Oh, 75.
Just come to expect that. Just come to expect it. 14-point lead to the Corio Bay Stingrays at halftime. State champ men, round 6. It is the best in the business going head-to-head this afternoon. The 2 unbeaten teams thus far in season 2014, and they are putting on a very big show. 58 points in the first half, it must be said.
Yeah.
That's going at a decent rate of knots, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, they're rolling along nicely. We knew it would be like this. It's not a surprise at all, but it's just a matter of... look, I think Waverley's offense can improve. Corio Bay is shooting about as well as they possibly could, I think.
Callum Chambers and Justin Nelson with you on Falcons TV, BigV Live and Smash FM this afternoon. I'll tell you what, speaking of American commentators and broadcasters, you could take a leaf out of our book. We're doing 3 broadcasts at the same time. You wouldn't see that happen in the States, would you?
You're right.
Will Taylor's also with us, and he is the absolute master at bringing you good folk out there up to date with what's happening around the traps. Will, take it away, son. You've got 6 minutes to kill. Take us through all the results.
Absolutely. Well, it's also on Falcons TV, as you can see on your screen as well. Of course, at the moment, McKinnon leading Keilor by 3 points now, 43-40 at this stage. Altona 13 leading Blackburn 3. It is in Youth League 1 Women. Keilor leading Southern Peninsula by 12 points. As we look a little bit down the page here, and at the moment in VYC Men, it is Hawthorn over Dime Valley by 10 points. Moving on to D1 Men now, Altona leading Geelong by 1 point. So Geelong leading Altona by 1 point. D2 Men, it is Maccabi by 10 over North East Bushrangers. Pakenham over COVID by 5 points. In D1 Women, it is all tied up between Werribee and Keilor. Southern Pen over Keilor. And we'll bring you all the other scores as we resume play in this game. All thanks to Watson Home and Stratford. We'll go to a break and we'll come back for more from Falcons TV, Smash FM and Big V Live.
Welcome back to Waverley this afternoon. It's round 6 of Big V action. State champ men, 2 unbeaten teams going in. to this one today. Only one will come out without a blemish. Of course, it is Waverley and the Corio Bay Stingrays. And at half-time, it's the visitors, the Stingrays, the reigning champs, leading by 14 in a high-scoring, entertaining affair. 58 plays 44. Both teams back out now. In fact, it's got to be said, Waverley didn't spend too long in the change rooms at half-time. I reckon Andy Sherwell would have been very brief with his instructions, asking his team to lift, no doubt. And they are huddled around their bench here at Waverley at the moment, getting their final instructions in an attempt to turn this game around. It's a 14-point margin, and the Stingrays look very, very confident this afternoon. Callum Chambers about to rejoin us on Falcons TV, BigV Live and Smash FM. We're doing a 3-in-1 job this afternoon. Once again, just highlighting our versatility, young man.
There is nothing we can't do.
Well, there's a few things.
No, actually.
There's a few things that we can't do.
Can you play? That's probably what everyone wants to know.
Play basketball?
Yeah.
But what do you mean? What do you mean everyone wants to know?
I've been asked a few times.
Rubbish you've been asked.
Can the old mullet play? Can he have a run around? Can he?
Who's asked you that, Timo? Because I've threatened to take him on one-on-one.
I think Chandler has.
Has he?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. You tell Hacker Chandler, if there's one thing I can do, I can shoot from the foul line.
Wait, hold on. Let's have a look.
That sets us apart.
Just give me a sec, mate.
Well, let's get some score. Let's get some
come.
score updates before we restart here.
I don't want to steal Will's thunder. I'm just going to have a look at the McKinnon one. Looks like they've got over. They're starting to get their groove on, and they're up.
This is
up by 3. Usually one man.
Yep.
McKinnon over Keeler by 3 points at the moment. And
scores are tied. 3/4 time. Scores are tied. Hacker Chandler's been to the foul line twice and missed both. Why am I not surprised?
Mate, you're in his head. You've wrecked him.
I reckon I am in his head. I reckon you're spot on. And I'll tell you what. For all the young children out there, that's a pretty scary thought. All right, here we go. Second half about to start on Falcons TV, BigV Live and Smash FM this afternoon. And it is the Stingrays getting us underway. Scooter Rankin had a very good first half. One of the leading contributors for the Stingrays today. Looks to get it back from Rebula. Instead, he goes to the right wing to Dion Jewell, who starts today into Hicks, who is fouled on the way to the basket. Brad Bridgewater picks up his third personal.
Looks like Waverley showing a bit of man here, which is nice to see. We might see a bit more individual action. That will suit the Falcons, I'm not sure.
I don't know why you would go to that, to be honest. If you're up by 14 at half-time, why would you move away from what's working?
Yeah, I wouldn't need to change too much as Hicks clanks the first one off the back iron.
Well, we're about to find out as they settle back into defence again, Corio Bay. So we'll keep an eye on that. Be interesting to see if they have changed it. And if they have, for how long they're going to change it, because it worked for them in the first half. Hicks hits the second of two, 59-44. There you go. They're back into that zone straight away. So maybe it was just a glimpse of something different, just to change it up on that first transition for Waverley. Now they're back into that zone that has been effective. Here's Platnick inside the paint, off the right hand. Another miss for Ivan this afternoon.
Bread and butter, mate.
He usually puts them away, doesn't he? Dion Jewell back the other way for the Stingrays.
He gets to a trailing Reardon who pitches to Rebula. Well, that's never going to miss.
4
that
or
baseline
5.
15-footer jumper.
80% the shadow.
All cash.
80%.
Yep.
Keep an eye on him.
Here's Threat against the Stingrays zone. Platnick goes back to Threat. Steps inside a little bit. Nice little bounce.
Come on, Ivan.
Platnick, and he just can't. Oh, and geez, I don't know how he got that one to go on the putback, but tipped off his fingers and in. Little lob pass. It was a tough one for Hicks to catch. Rankin, he's just those little lob passes haven't been working for him.
3
so
turnovers
far.
today.
All from the same thing.
Yep. Probably got to let it go.
Yep.
It's a 15-point margin, 61-46. Brad Kelleher. It's as slow as you'll ever see him come down the court. He just steps around Rankin and puts up a jumper and in from the right elbow.
Soft rings.
Well, he almost tricked everyone into it. He came up the court so slowly and then just put the afterburner on for about 3 steps.
I think they call that lull you into a false sense of security.
Oh, definitely false sense of security. Here's Rankin on a curl cut, finds his way to the hoop and puts it in. It's been very good today, Scooter. 63-48. Here's Blennerhassett.
Blennerhassett holds the ball up, reverses to Siddell. That's who you want the hands in if you want to find someone. He finds Kelleher for 3. Won't go, bit short. Blennerhassett tries to crash, but Reardon comes up with it. He goes to Rankin, fast break, kicks to Jewell, who fills the corner, gathers the ball and wets it right in Threat's mouth. And lets him know too.
And he's been very good from the arc this afternoon, Dion Jewell. I think that's his third one he's put away from there now. 66-48.
Just giving him an extra guy that Waverley need to worry about, which is tough. And here's Blennerhassett. Foot might have been on the line, it was. And well seen by the ref. I saw it from here. I should be a ref.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, it would.
Everyone's just put their hands up and said, yes, please. Here's Rankin into Hicks. Down low, steps away from Bridgewater. Turnaround jumper, long to it. Looked very good. Came off the iron, though. Platnick with the rebound to Threat. Threat up quickly, looking one way, then the other. What are his options? He's very good at assessing these situations. Heads Blennerhassett for three. Misses. Rankin on the charge straight away. Gets the D-rep. Goes strong at Sedell. Threat connected with him well and truly up and down the middle, and Threat ended up about 8 metres back and quickly jumped to his feet. The call went his way. Offensive foul on Scooter Rankin. I reckon Scooter was reasonably safe there until he dropped that left shoulder.
Yeah, I think he did. He didn't have too many issues with putting Sedell on the ground then. But here's Platnick, short corner, skips the ball to Threat. One more to Blennerhassett. Nice little pass. Here's Platnick, and he'll make that one. Layup, cruising to the rim, a trademark right down the middle.
And if Waverley's a chance here, Kel, I reckon Platnick's probably got to give away the 8 to 10 foot jumpers today and just keep going to the rack. He's got to keep going to the basket.
I think the trouble is he hasn't been getting too many calls, and it sort of deterred him from attacking the rim as he normally would. But
Hicks misses a reverse layup. It gives the Falcons a chance to close this gap. Here's Blennerhassett wide left.
A bit proppy.
Stepped out of court, by the way, Blennerhassett, so a turnover. Bridgewater is coming off. He does look proppy, the big fella. Maybe just copped one underneath the ring. Looks like he's going to step straight around, get some treatment. Maybe a blood nose there for
blood nose
for the big fella. Well, he put his head back as if he copped one in the face, but it might be a leg injury, by the way. Maybe a left calf.
A left trunk.
Yeah, that's right. It's the size of an old cypress. Sedell Threat fouls Scooter Rankin. And it will be a Stingrays ball from underneath their own basket. They lead by 14, 6 minutes to go in this third quarter.
Yeah, they're playing pretty comfortably at the moment. The lob pass to Rankin.
I'll tell you what's not a good sign, by the way. Bridgewater with a shoe off now.
Yeah, not good. Not good. Might have turned an ankle or something. We'll see. Rankin to the rim, and he draws the foul.
Goes right every time.
Blennerhassett barking.
He's taken them right every time to the paint.
Yep. Not awake to it yet.
He'll go to the line for a couple, Scooter.
He's given him a fair bit of trouble here.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
Yep.
We'll get an update on how many points Scooter has this afternoon. We're on Scooter watch.
It looks like Brad's rolling, which means I think it might be a calf. He's trying to roll it out. I don't know what it's going to do, but they need him in there. Just spacing. Like he's not dominating, and he's not, being a force or anything, but he just needs to be there for some spacing at the moment.
Scooter misses the second. He's got 19 points in the game this afternoon. Here's Campbell. Long three. Don't leave him open. He's having a field day. Misses this one off the front of the ring. I reckon Blennerhassett might have fouled Reardon on the rebound then, and the referee's been very quick to pick that up against Blennerhassett, and he won't agree with that, but gee, I'll tell you what, if we saw it from up here and the referee saw it from 1.5 meters away, there's a fair chance it was a foul.
Yeah. Here's Rankin to Reardon, to Osborne, Jewell, inside to Hicks, and he'll like his chances against Platnick. Can't get it to go though. Oh, Jewell comes up with it, quick kick to Rankin, gets it, Kelleher in the air, but dropped it. Here's Reardon, he'll step up and shoot. No, lob pass, but it's picked off by Platnick, who's been playing some D that possession. Great steal and the foul.
Well, you know who the pass was intended for, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
The Shadow.
Yeah.
Sitting under the basket all by himself. I reckon that's his third personal. As Bongetti comes in for Blennerhassett. Waverley trailing by 15, 5.5 to go in this third quarter. We'll get some more score updates shortly. As Sedell Threat restarts play for the Falcons. They need to get it back to single digits ahead of the last quarter. Here's Brad Kelleher for a long three, low left corner. Good basket, Brad Kelleher. And that brings it back to 12 points. Can they get inside this double-digit lead.
This is a big stop. They need to stop here, and they're going to get it. Good hands by Kelleher as they push the ball up. Yep. And Reardon, intentional foul there. Kelleher wasn't happy with it. Reardon smiling. Oh, no, he was. I think they're all right. But
Kelleher said, "How dare you professionally foul me and stop me getting to the hoop?"
Oh, there was points to be had. And Reardon's like, you know what, good point.
Yeah, good point. Good on you.
Yeah. Here's Campbell. Oh, geez, man. Kelleher drives baseline, gets there. Here's Platnick. He's fouled, and he's going to be happy he finally got a call. Was that on Rabula?
I reckon we're going to see a timeout here, and I reckon the message from Dan Riches, he has stepped up. It will be a timeout for Corio Bay, and I reckon the message is going to be, hey, fellas, the player that we need to watch right now who could absolutely tear us apart. He scored 31 points last night. He's having a really good season. And last 3 times down the floor, he's looked like he's the player that can get Waverley back into it. And his name is Brad Kelleher.
Yeah, he's so dangerous. He's just so dangerous. He can score anywhere. He's got an in-between game. He can shoot the 3. He can get to the cup. He's strong. His foul shooting is really good. He's tough. He's a tough guard. And, you got to pick your poison with this sort of team, though. And, if one doesn't get you, the other one will. So, but that foul there on Platnick was on Rabula, and that's his 4th. Now, that's going to probably sit him down until the last quarter, at the very least, maybe a little bit in there. So, interesting to keep an eye on who Corio Bay go to with him off the floor.
Now, for all of our listeners on BigV Live, we can tell you that there'll be some interviews coming up this afternoon. Some of the players that we caught up with before this game included Paul Hutchison. You caught up with Hutchie.
I did.
Michael Rabula, the shadow. We caught up with him. Brad Kelleher was another one. Also caught up with Andy Sherwell, the coach of Waverley. So all those interviews, if they're not up already for you to see, you'll get them on BigV Live right now. In fact, if you go to BigV Live, you'll get them on there, or you will get them off the BigV Facebook page later on today.
Yep,
so
that's right.
You can check out those interviews prior to this game, and I'm sure we'll catch up.
They're insightful.
With someone after the game as well. Platnick misses from the foul line.
Off the backboard at the moment.
It's probably his key weakness, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. I think it's key or only?
Well, he's a very good player. Hits
offensively, it's his only weakness.
Yeah, he's a very, very good player. One of the best in the competition for sure. Hits the second, though. It's an 11-point margin now with 4:44 to go in.
That was bad
the
defense
third quarter.
by Kelleher. It was undisciplined. He didn't need to, and he's going to put him on the foul line. Like, Rankin, all he had to do was stay in front, and he just reached, and there was no way he was going to get the ball. And even if he did, he wouldn't have come up with possession, and Rankin now goes to the line.
I think Brad Kelleher knows himself. He doesn't need to be told. I think he knows. Scooter Rankin anyway. Puts the first away. Oi, Brad.
Bad foul, Kelleher.
What's that stuff? Don't be quiet. He can probably hear us from down
Don't
there.
hit me.
Rankin hits the second. Well, it has been a costly foul, put it that way, because it's added another 2 points to
if they want
the
to get
total.
back into the ball game, it's things like that they just can't afford. His threat to Campbell, pitches the ball to Bonjetti, pump fakes one way, goes left predictably. Here's Campbell, steps inside, and he tries to go up and under Hicks, but it won't go. Here comes Rankin, goes behind the back. He'll attack Kelleher, tries to go up strong, and he makes it.
And I tell you what, it's not often we see him stay on his left too. Yeah. They covered him on the right on that occasion, forced him left, and he was good enough to do it. Went all the way to the hoop. He's got over 20 in the game now. Bonjetti for a long 3 off the back of the ring. Misses, gets after it. So too Dion Jewell. It ends up in the hands of Reardon. Gets it off to Hutchie. Hutchie inside to Hicks. Great transition. Hicksy puts it away for 2. 73-56. And all of a sudden that lead back out to 17.
We just jumped to Will for a second, mate. D2 men. You want to tell us what the score is there?
Yeah, 6:49 to go in the final quarter. Maccabi by 14, 67-53.
Oh. Our boys, good work. Hicks with the rebound off a long shot from Bonjetti. Dribbles the ball up the floor, the big fella now. He hands it off to Scooter Rankin. Sends it out to the left wing. Hutchison back to the top of the arc. Reardon looking at his options. Gets it to Rankin. Sets up a screen for him. Scooter one way, then the other. In and out between the legs. Round the back, in the paint. Out to Reardon. Long 3. Makes it! 76-56. It's a 20-point ball game. Scooter Rankin had him diving all over the place then, and then he just flicked it out to the pigskin kicker. Puts it away for 3. Inside, Platnick down the other end. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. 20-point ball game, 76-56. And I've got to tell you, I reckon We're almost on the last legs of Waverley this afternoon.
Well, they've got all the answers at the moment, the Stingrays, and they continue to score. Waverley's scoring the ball pretty well, but geez, and Platnik misses again from the foul line. But Corio just answering every time. It's tough to cut into the lead when the team you're trying to catch up is just feeling it from all over the floor. Platnik misses both. And that's killing them at the moment as Corio come back over the timeline.
Speaking of killing them at the moment, how about this fella? Scooter Rankin's his name.
He's all right.
He's had one heck of a game. Might catch up with him for an interview after this one. His mum and dad would appreciate that.
Yep.
To hear from their boy down here in Australia doing a great job. There's a foul as Rankin looked inside for Hicks. And I reckon the foul might have been
Platnik.
on Ivan Platnik. It is. It'll put Marlowe to the line for 2. Tell you what, hats off to Corio Bay. They had to bring in a couple of new imports this season.
Yep.
They picked a couple of beauties.
Oh, yeah. Dwayne Johnson's about as good as anyone in the league. And obviously Scooter Rankin he's going at 22 a game with 5 assists. Eric Williams is the best player in the Big V for the last 2 seasons. Back-to-back MVPs. And obviously, who's the other one? Well, Kimball was there for a bit. Who's the other import?
Last season?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, Liam Norton's not there either. He's the big one. And
Don't ask me hard questions.
Oh, well, I know you have to be prepared as Threat takes things into his own hands and he'll go to the line to shoot too. Mate, can you just give me an answer?
Let me think about it.
Yeah, how long?
20 point the margin, and Siddell Thread at the line for 2. That's going to give us a chance just to go to Will Taylor and get a few score updates, mate. Take it away.
Yeah, well, of course, there was a just completed game in D1 Women, which Keilor went on, won the last quarter by 9 and got up by 3 points over Southern Peninsula.
Ooh, the Sharks down again. Won't make the finals. Been saying it for weeks. Yep, take it away. Next one.
And Craigieburn with 29 seconds left. They are leading Werribee 60 to 56. So they're actually leading the quarter by 4, and that's the difference at the moment in that game. Trohan with 26 points, 13 rebounds in that game. And for Craigieburn, it's 18-11 to McMahon. Offensive
foul against Marlowe Hicks on that occasion, much to Waverley's pleasure. That's his 4th personal. 76-57. It's a 19-point margin. Here's Kelleher to make it 16. He can't do that. Dion Jewell, shortest player on the floor. In fact, it's Osborne. Gets the rebound and brings it up for the Stingrays.
Kelleher's going to get pulled for that last shot. I think there's a line. He crossed it in terms of shot selection. Here's Osborne. He'll have a little lefty pull-up too. Won't go. Hicks just gets to the rim.
Too good. What a game Marlowe Hicks is having this afternoon. He has torched the Falcons. We picked it early, didn't we? He looked absolutely set for a big one, and he's come out and delivered. Here's Campbell in the paint. Can't put it away. Hicks with another rebound. Out quickly to Osborne. Dribbles it up the left side of the court. Flicks it back out for Reardon. Long way from home. Misses. Hutchie goes in after it. Runs into his teammate in Scooter Rankin. Allows Kelleher to come through to Bonjetti. Second effort by Bonjetti's good enough. Puts it away. 78-59. 1.5 to go in the third.
Here's Osborne. Goes to Rankin, as you would. It's been phenomenal so far.
Just get it to Hicks.
Yeah. Here comes Hutchie. He's at the top, guarded by Campbell.
Give you a tip. Give it to Hicksy.
They're not going to give it to Hicksy. Here goes Osborne again. Turns the corner to Reardon. Gets inside. Great cut off the ball by Scooter Rankin. Another 2. And you'll actually find, I reckon, Reardon's stuff in the stat sheet here a bit. He hasn't been a crazy scorer, but I think he's been doing a few other things. 11 points, 8 boards, and 6 assists for Reardon.
Oh, he's always the man most likely to get a triple-double these days, to be honest with you.
Flirts with him.
Scooter Rankin, give us his stats.
Scooter Rankin, he's just rolling at the moment. He's 8 of 11 from the field for 23 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. As Reardon rebounds the ball and goes to Osborne.
Siddell on another missed 3. On that occasion, by the way.
Yeah, if you're going to pick something from Siddell, you're going to choose to get him to shoot 3s. Here's Headlam, goes to Osborne, getting involved a bit here. Here's Hutchie. Oh, I thought that was going up.
So did he.
Good close out by Threat. Little pull up by Hutchie to his right. That's where he likes it. And Blennerhassett tries to keep the ball in, and he does. Here's Threat.
Across halfway, Siddell weighing up his options. 21-point ball game now. Gets it out wide to Campbell. Campbell in and out of traffic. Floater not good enough. Way short. Comes off the hand of Jason Reardon in the end, much to the displeasure of every Corio Bay player, coach, coaching staff, training staff and supporter in the stadium this afternoon. And it will be a Waverley ball underneath their own hoop. Looking at a blowout, folks. 21 into Campbell to threat. Long three. Makes it. Brings it back to 18. 9, 8, 7 seconds to go in this quarter. 6, 5, 4. Rankin pull up long 2 is a miss. Reardon turnaround 2. Oh, I tell you what. The king of buzzer-beating shots, Jason Reardon, nearly put that one away as well. It's 80-62 at three-quarter time. 18-point margin to the Stingrays, the visitors, and it's got to be said they look home.
Yeah, oh, look, you know, they probably are. It's probably too far for them to come back. They've got too many weapons on the floor. Look at the shooting clips. Rabula's 4 of 5, Jules 4 of 6. I know Reardon's 3 and 9, but you know he's got 9 boards and 6 assists.
Rankin's 9 of 12.
Rankin's 9 of 12. Hicks is 7 to 12. They haven't had a lot of bench production with Hutchinson, the only bench scorer with 5 points, but everyone's just shooting the ball really well at the moment.
So at the moment we've got Rankin on 25 points, Marlo Hicks 19 points, 15 rebounds. Dion Jewell has 12 points, 4 from the arc, 11 points to Jason Reardon, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 from downtown as well. Let's have a look at Waverley, their leading scorers. Ivan Platnick has 14 points, 9 rebounds. Adrian Campbell has 14 points off the bench as well. Brad Callagher kept to just 11 points in this game so far. And at the moment it is one-way traffic, 80-62. That quarter,
18 to 22, Stingrays. I felt worse than that, to be honest. It feels like the Falcons are dried up big time, but look, the Stingrays, they don't have to destroy Waverley here. They just need to keep going the way they are, and they're going to be home pretty comfortably. Statement win. These are the top 2 teams.
Oh, absolutely. This is a big statement. Updated scores. Will, what do you got for us, mate?
Yeah, D1 win concluded. Craigieburn 64 to P. Werribee 56 in that game.
Yeah.
Let's go to D2 men, and Maccabi still hanging on to a 16-point lead, 73-57 with 4:25 to go in the last quarter there.
I'll tell you what, Will. Cal and I are absolute. We are
number 1 ticket.
We are backslappers. We are the official backslappers of the competition.
What do you mean?
And I guarantee you, we will be on the Corio Bay bandwagon so big, it's beyond a joke this week. It'll be Corio Bay BigV TV this week, I think. Sorry, Corio Bay. I've already said it right. It'll be Maccabi BigV TV.
Mind you, there might be a word for Corio Bay.
Well, there could be at the moment. It's going to be winners, I think. As Siddell Thread opens up with a 3. Campbell gets done for a foul on the inbound. He's not happy. It's a 15-point margin. Any chance, Waverley? Any chance whatsoever?
Oh, look, it's remote. 15
They're a good
points,
team.
But there's, we know they can score in a quick. They've pressed up a little bit here, and they're going to. Look, they're trapping. They've stung this one. Osborne's able to get it out to Rankin to Reardon for 3.
Mind you,
bang,
forget it. If Corio Bay are going to come down and do that to you straight away, it's going to deflate the sails very quickly.
Certainly does.
Back out to 18. Platnick inside one way, then the other is fouled. He'll go to the line for a bonus. Puts the crucial shot away. It hasn't been Ivan Platnick's day today, it must be said. But he's going to do his best to try and keep his team right in there. Some interesting spectators in the crowd this afternoon too. A couple of coaches.
Yeah, Corey Stander.
Watching on. Saw Corey over there as well.
Chelsea import. Jermaine Williams, Whittlesea import.
He's obviously played a game this afternoon, Jermaine, and decided to drop in.
Nothing else on. And
have a bit of a look. Platnick put away the bonus. It's back to 15 points. 9:20 to go in the game. Reardon. Oh, dangerous pass down for Osborne. Off Osborne's hands, out of play. Turnover. And I'll tell you what, if Waverley can get another basket here, they're going to be up and about. They're going to start talking it up.
It's not all that much if they score here. Still plenty of time left. 9 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. Here's Blennerhassett, goes to Bridgewater in a dangerous spot against his zone. Platnick can't finish. He would have minded that one to go with the way he's been shooting foul shots. But it's always good against the zone to get that ball just underneath the backboard where Bridgewater was able to catch. And Platnick's very dangerous when he flashes straight down the middle there, and he'll go to the line for a pair.
I reckon Ivan's letting the league down a bit this season.
Why?
Hits the first from the foul line, by the way. Well, he's just not the same charismatic, energetic, Hits 2, actually, from the foul.
Is he bored?
Well, he seems bored without the blonde tips in his hair. I think he's just got to get the streaks back going. What do you think?
Yeah, he's not quite as NSYNC as he used to be. You know who that is?
Yeah, I do,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
he's not quite as NSYNC as he used to be.
Oh, dear. Here's Reardon to Osborne. Looks to go inside, flicks it out. Headlam, not a good-looking shot. Gets after his own rebound, though, off his hands, over the line. And the referee...
There's no way.
Change their mind. In fact, the referee away from the action reverses the call. It's going to be Stingray's ball. Looked like
there
a Waverley
ball. There is no way that is Stingray's ball, but there you go.
And they get an official warning on the bench too, Waverley. I think they'll wear that because they were more than happy to voice their displeasure. Long two, Scooter Rankin jams it between the glass and the iron. Jams it hard too because it took Bridgewater a couple of punches to get it down.
Yeah.
And it will be a Stingrays ball. They've got the arrow, so they'll have it underneath their own basket. They lead by 13, Cal. 13.
A score here might do it, but here goes Hutchison, comes off the pick, and it's a moving one.
It's going to be a foul against Campbell, I think.
He's a bit frustrated.
He is frustrated. He pushed Lockie Headlam in the back on that occasion, off the ball. He's got 3 personal fouls. In fact, there's an offensive foul back the other way against Headlam. I was going to say he's got 3 personal fouls today, Adrian Campbell. He's an angry little ant out there, and on that occasion he wore a bump from Headlam and got it going back Waverley's way. 13-point margin. Youth League 1 men update. I reckon your boys McKinnon might be home against Keilor.
No, I think they went down.
Oh, down.
They went down by 12, and it looks like they shot like rubbish from downtown. As a 3-ball goes from Campbell, won't go. Platnick offensive rebound. Little bounce pass to Bridgewater, and it's tipped in. It's going to go Stingray's ball.
I reckon that might have been Reardon then.
His ball, yeah, a little strip, and nicely done. Yeah.
That looked almost a certain 2 then to Waverley as well. Still a 13-point margin. Here's Scooter Rankin out on the right wing. Gets up to Hutchie. High of the arc. Sends it out wide right. Scooter Rankin for
Dagger.
3.
Good night. Let's all go home.
And I reckon that's
Turn
the shades.
off.
Yep, 16
Mike.
points. What a game Scooter's had this afternoon.
Get Mike Bullock to turn the lights off and get everyone out because it's game over.
Sweep the floor down on the way out. Headlam with a foul inside the paint. Almost knocked
Crowd ain't happy.
Platnick into next week. Dan Riches, coach of the Stingrays, voices his displeasure.
Come on, guys. It'll be all right. You're up 16.
Headlam fouled out.
When did he do that? When did he get his 5?
Well, he's had 3 in this quarter, hasn't he?
There you go.
Hasn't wasted any time.
No.
8:07 to go in the game. Stingrays up by 16. Ball in. Platnick steps back onto his right. Now that's what we've come to expect. And he just limps away.
he
Maybe
did.
a little twist of the right ankle on that occasion.
He'll be right.
86-72, 14 points. BigV Live, Falcons TV, Smash FM this afternoon. Hope you're enjoying it.
Here's Rankin, going to go screen and roll with Hicks, turns the corner, bounce pass to Hicks, and that's a charge. Good position by Platnick, he was there early. Looks like Platnick's corky there that he copped down there. He might have just inflamed things a bit.
5th foul on Hicks, by the way.
Oh, big play. And look, I'll tell you what, Waverley score here.
14
Did you give him a
points.
shot?
Well, Hicksy off.
Time out.
Hicksy off, it definitely, and Headlam. Hicksy and Headlam both fouled out.
Yep.
Both fouled out. So
Reardon's going to have to play big.
They're going to have to go a little bit shorter here. Wouldn't be surprised to see them change things up a little bit as a result. Maybe get back as much as they can. They're off a. This is a double-header for them as well as Waverley, but they probably need to spread the floor. Maybe a little bit of 5 out.
Yep.
Just move the ball, pass and cut, get back to some traditional sort of stuff.
I think what Waverley might be able to take advantage of here is hit the offensive glass. I think
they've got to get Platnick. Just give the ball to Platters.
There's a good chance. There's a bit of a mismatch there at the moment. They need to jam up the paint, but I think it gives the Falcons. It really changes the dynamics of the game, and the Falcons could really have a look in here.
Mind you, in the last 30 seconds of play, Ivan Platnick has twisted his right ankle and got a corky on his right thigh by the looks of it. So
it's in the wars.
He's well and truly in the wars, but big chance. It's going to be interesting to see what Waverley do here. Do they put Bridgewater and Platnick out together? Yes, they do. So maybe it's a case of guards, spread the floor, play some inside-outside ball, get it down the throat of Platnick and Bridgewater, and let's try and do the damage close to the hoop.
Yep.
Will, some scores, mate.
Well, 42 seconds, and Maccabi are home.
Yes.
77-65 with 42 seconds left.
How did Benji go? 13 points, 14 rebounds for Benji Tamir.
Yeah, it's a help. Gary Katz, 17 points, if you don't mind.
Nice work.
Son of
a
good friend of ours.
Okay, 14-point the margin here. 7 minutes 42 to go in the first quarter. And there we go. Well, we saw the vision there straight away. Waverley going into Platnick. Platnick looking for Bridgewater. It was stolen, though, by the Stingrays. Hutchie with a long three. Couldn't put it away. Forced off hands. It comes back out to Scooter Rankin. They'll get another crack at it, the Stingrays. Here's Rabula.
Rabula looking, comes off the screen. Rankin, he likes that spot. Won't go, just short. Blenhassett cleans it up. Here comes Kelleher back the other way. Skip pass to Campbell. He has a look baseline. Shut down by Hutchison. Platnick with the fall away baseline. Gets it to go. Cuts the margin to 12 points. 7 minutes to go. There is a lot of time, Justin.
A little 8-foot jumper. They have got to play big. Waverley, they've got to keep going. Platnick and Bridgewater. I reckon Platnick is the key here. Rankin ducks his head and is fouled on the way to the basket.
They've been able to guard him tonight.
It will put him to the line, though. They're in team foul trouble. Waverley. No, they're not. Sorry, I'll take that back. Corio Bay is in team foul trouble in this last quarter. Ball into Rankin. Gets a screen from Rebula. Working his way to the hoop. Turns around one way, then the other. Forces it out to Reardon. To Hutchie. Long three. Low left corner. And Waverley just don't need that sort of stuff. The old fella himself, the only guy I've seen hit a three from the car park at a basketball stadium, Paul Hutchison, puts a long bomb at the other end. Campbell tries his best. Off the back of the ring, it falls down to Scooter Rankin. He'll be happy to slow it down. No, he goes to Rebula, up quickly to the basket and in. And I reckon that's the ball game. I reckon the last 5 points has just sewn this one up for the Stingrays. 91 plays 74.
Oh, geez, Kelleher almost missed that ball, wasn't looking. He has the ball here, skips it to Campbell. He bounce passes to Bridgewater on the low post. He has a go at Reardon. He's fouled. Reardon doesn't know what he could have done there, but
I don't know what he could have done then.
But I think he's just smaller.
I just don't know he could have done anything then.
Yeah. And Bridgewater go to the line to shoot too. Siddell threat. Subs in for Campbell. No.
How big? Blenhassett off. How big was that three from Hutchie? Just trademark low left corner.
Dagger.
Just give it to me, fellas.
Yep.
I'll stand here all week. Just give me the ball and I'll finish it off for you.
Shows how valuable he is. It's been a little bit interrupted with some illness so far this season.
Well, he's about 65 now, isn't he, Hutchie?
Yeah, he's got his 67th birthday on the weekend.
He's been in the BigV since 1973.
When it wasn't even a comp. So that's pretty good. It's not bad.
Bridgewater for the second.
It's one of the founding fathers.
Bridgewater hits the second, misses the first, though, from the line. 91-75.
Here's Hutchinson. Reardon find himself open at the top. No go. And here comes Siddell back the other way. This is where he's dangerous. Goes in and out. Skips, hops, steps. Looking for something. Can't see anything really. Kelleher. Good D by Hutchie. And Jewell. Skip pass to Campbell. Well, he had a look. He would have shot that in the first half. Nice pass to Platnick. Can't get it to go. And he's pretty annoyed. Oh, and that's a foul by Bridgewater. Foul. It's about, you don't like those ones.
You know why I don't like that? And we can't see it on BigV Live or Smash FM. We can certainly see it on Falcons TV. You know why I don't like that? It's Bridgewater's fourth foul. That is the softest. He's just soft.
Yeah.
Seriously, he has hardly put a fingernail on him then.
Yep.
It was more about the action, not about the connection. And he's been pinged for it.
Well, probably a big guy shouldn't be trying to reach for the ball.
Well, that's true.
From the other end of the floor.
But you've got to admit, the referee has gone the action, not the actual connection.
Yep.
Rankin to the hoop for two down the other end.
Left
yeah, he went right, brought it back left.
You wouldn't have been able to guard him. You would have guarded him to go right.
He has got to the hoop non-stop in this game this afternoon, hasn't he?
Yep.
How many points for Scooter? His mum and dad are listening, son. Come on. Come on, Will. Scooter's mum and dad are listening. They want to know what he's got in the game.
28 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 63% from the field, 33 from downtown.
Oh, it's MVP stuff this afternoon.
Oh.
For the game. For the game.
Oh, yeah. That's boring, Cole.
He's been the best one out there, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, obviously. Wanted maybe an early league MVP. Cole.
Hey, he gets over 30 here. He'll go close to blue carpet this week.
Oh, geez, the things it takes to get on the blue carpet, though. I've seen some very good performances miss out on that.
Kelleher makes 2 from the foul line, 93-77, 16-point game. Yeah, you only see it from McKinnon plays, though. You're only talking up your own boys. Here's Hutchie into Reardon. has it down low on the post. Bongetti with him. Reardon turns it around, puts it in for 2, 95-77.
We're done here.
He'll do that all day long, the pigskin kicker. Siddell threat. Maybe this game just teetering out now as he turns it over. No, he doesn't. Or Bongetti keeps it alive to Kelleher. Wide left corner. Works his way into the paint. The shot isn't that great. Reardon mops it up easily. And now the ball out to Scooter Rankin, who's just happy to walk it up the court.
They're going to drain a bit of clock here when they can. Here's Jewel, looks inside. You wouldn't go away from this guy at the moment. Here's Reardon. It's just a great late game performer. Oh, he steps through and gets Platnick in the air, tips it back in on the miss. And he's just phenomenal at the moment. He's looking pretty good.
20-point margin. Here's Siddell, threat for Waverley. Through hands, it ends up with Campbell for 3. Misses. That hot streak well and truly over as Platnick fouls Reardon.
16 points, 14 rebounds, and 7 assists.
Wow. And
sorry, 18 points.
On the
no,
back,
16.
On the back of what he did last night, I can tell you now, Jason Reardon absolutely headed for the blue carpet this week. He's had a massive weekend for Corio Bay. The Stingers are going to finish this one in about 4 minutes' time as the only unbeaten team in BigV State Champ Men's Season 2014. And for anyone who may have doubted their credentials to go back-to-back this season, I reckon from what we've seen this afternoon, they are odds-on favourite to win the whole box and dice this season.
They've got to be favourites at the moment. What do you take from this? There's some players out at the moment, as we know. Dwayne Johnson, huge out for them. Waverley, Tom Boyle and Chris Arkell out.
Well, Arkell can go at 18 to 20 a game.
Yep.
Tom Boyle can light it up once every 3 games.
Yep.
I think that's a fair call.
Yep.
Obviously adds a little bit to them defensive end as well. Dwayne the Rock Johnson can go at 25 a game.
Yep.
So he's a massive, massive out. I reckon from what we've seen this afternoon, Corio Bay are a far deeper team than the Waverley Falcons.
I think you're right. And they got they just got weapons all over the place, and they're just performing better tonight. And I think they're at the moment on form, they're the better team and the best team in the league.
Now, 4 minutes to go. Waverley's down by 20. They're not going to win, right?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you put Ali Granger on the floor?
No, not yet.
Why not?
No,
4 minutes, 20 points.
There's a bit of pride here. Teams like Waverley and that, they don't want to get smoked by too much. That doesn't happen very often, and when they do, they are...
You got a young kid sitting on the bench.
He'll go in.
Give him some time to get out there, and rather than run for 1.5 minutes, give him 4 minutes.
Yep.
Give him a chance to get up and down the floor and just find his groove at this level.
What about Ilya?
Well, Ilya's been there and done it before, hasn't he? He doesn't need to get back out there.
Bet he wants to.
Oh, Reardon kisses it in for a point from the line. You've got a chance at a second. He's had a massive game. Jason Reardon puts the second away.
Points.
It's 22 in the game. 20 points to Reardon. I'm going to start the get Ali on the court campaign. Siddell threat fouled by Hutchie. Hutchie gets a warning for just letting the referee know exactly what he thought of that call. And now he'll just stare the referee down. Go back for a second opportunity to have a chat with him.
Yeah, why not?
Just say thanks for the warning.
Who's skipper? Who's skipper? Who's the skipper?
Now Hutchie's been told to walk away by the other ref. He's an experienced campaigner, Hutchie, isn't he?
He'll know when to zip it too.
I reckon Hutchie just turned around to the other ref, who just said to him, walk away from the other ref. I reckon Hutchie just turned and said, hey, it's all right. We're just talking about roast dinner on a Sunday night. Yeah. Just letting him know what's in the oven back at home.
How the missus is,
Siddell thread hits a couple from the foul line. 99 plays 79, 20-point margin.
It's all a formality from here, but here comes Rankin. Rabula reverses to Jewel. They're looking at Reardon again on this post-up. It's been a pretty good look so far.
Just give it to him.
Going to work.
Come on,
he loves
Jace.
falling
Come
that
on,
way.
Jace.
It's all day.
Bang.
When he goes over his right shoulder, it's all over.
101 plays 79. Siddell threat. Working his way towards the paint, forces it back out to Campbell. Long three, another miss. Platnick couldn't take it. Bongetti underneath, got to put back. Now Platnick gets a second effort back up there.
That's Reardon.
They both miss it. Reardon huge off the glass. Long transition pass, and Rebula mops it up off the hands of Dion Jewell for 2. I reckon he's gone 5 of 6 today, Michael Rebula, the shadow.
Cheeky.
Having a great game again.
6 from 7.
Doing just enough. 6 from 7, is he?
Yep.
Nice tip there by Campbell. Oh, geez, and threat. Oh, wow. He's missed 2 absolute doozies. Platnick finally puts it in.
It's just one of those days for Waverley, isn't it?
Yeah.
22-point margin inside the last 3 now.
I think the other thing is that with both these teams coming off double weekends, Corio Bay are better equipped to play back-to-back.
With their depth, for sure.
Than the shallow Falcons, I think, yeah.
How long's it been since Waverley has conceded 103 in a game?
Yeah, been a little while, and Rankin smacked there.
So Rankin will go to the line for another 2. He's having a monster of a game.
Yeah.
Not often we see teams go at more than 100 against Waverley. And those 2 players we talked about exactly 1 minute and 30 seconds ago, Elia Polianis and Ali Granger, are now both on the floor to finish off this game.
I wouldn't mind seeing Chris Eichler get in for Corio Bay in a sec, the big fella, and Osborne as well. I think it's James.
Well, Chris Eichler has been dominating at youth league level.
Well,
Dominating.
Big lad.
And he sat on the bench this whole one. He did get some minutes last night, I think. But he's been sitting and watching this afternoon. We'll wait and see if he gets some burn late in this game. Will Taylor's going to put together all the score updates to give you as soon as this game completes. So if you're interested in some other games out there, sit tight.
Some other games might be a bit closer than this one. It's 81-104 with 2.5 to go. Rankin gets it to go.
Hits both. How many points has he got?
100? Oh, no, he's got... It is James Osborne, by the way. Rankin's got 30. Possibly
Ali
more now.
Granger, first shot of the game, puts it away. Nice little turnaround jumper from the short right corner. Nice work. Up and over. So Ali Granger gets on the board. That's what I like to see.
Yep.
Good young kid. Here's Scooter Rankin on Siddell Threat. I'm sure Siddell Threat will be having a chat with him. Scooter Rankin gets a screen from Rebula, gets his way to the hoop. Off the glass, misses Rebula for 2. Long to
what happened?
The shadow missed.
And he's absolutely shattered with himself.
He won't be happy about that at all. Kelleher down the other end, bounces it off his left foot out of court. Turnover. Nielsen to come back on for a hobbling Ivan Platnick, who has certainly done his bit this afternoon, although not a great game from Platnick by his standards.
He won't be happy with it. He won't be happy with it, but here comes Corio Bay back anyway.
Will. Packen have lost their 2nd in a row this weekend, and they've lost to Coburg 76-71.
Haven't had a good weekend, Pakenham in Division 2 men. Here's Scooter Rankin looking to get to the hoop on every opportunity. Fouled on the way. Referee says no score. He did put it in off the glass, but he'll go to the line for 2. Yeah, 105-83. What'd you say Scooter's on? Scooter watch?
He's on 32.
That'll go to 34 because I don't think he's missed many from the foul line, has he?
He's 8 or 9 so far this evening. I hope you're happy, mate. That's your fault.
Fair income. That happens every time.
Yep. Wouldn't mind seeing the young fellas get in for Corio Bay. A minute 30, come on.
Misses the first, hits the second. He's 9 of 11 from the foul line. 33 points in the game. Mr. and Mrs. Rankin back in the States will be very happy with Scooter this afternoon. Here's Siddell Threat in and out of the paint. Poliana doesn't look to shoot. He puts it back in for Siddell Threat. Underneath, Ali Granger has it blocked by Jason Reed and out to Dion Jewell. And Scooter will dribble it forward once again. 1:15 to play. Scooter calling the action. Wants Hutchie to come up and set a screen on Siddell Threat. Doesn't use the screen. Doesn't need to. Goes off to Hutchie. Long 2. Misses. Ball forced back out towards Granger. Taps it off to Kelleher. Quickly to the hoop. Kelleher up and in easily. 106 plays 85 inside the last minute.
Yeah, 50 seconds odd left. Rankin bringing the ball up. Still just getting through their sets. Reardon's still yelling at his teammates. Good leadership. Here's Rebula, the 3. Paliona stepping right off. Here's Hutchie to Rankin. Looks. Skip past to Jewell, who hit a fadeaway 3. It's short. Nielsen cleans it up. Threat back the other way. Look for Palionis here. Here he is. He's open. Nope, Threat takes it all the way. Easy layup. And just pad your stats at the moment, boys. Cause,
hey, do you reckon Dan Richards knows how far it is to drive from Corio Bay to Waverley?
Yeah.
You reckon you wouldn't put Chris Eichler out there just for the effort of driving all the way out here?
Yeah, I reckon. He got to warm up.
Gee whiz.
Pretty good.
And I think we're just going to run this one down. 11 seconds. I don't think
second
the shot
differential.
Okay, all right.
He's going to have to shoot it.
So maybe we'll get a shot from Scooter Rankin in through the paint. They'll let him go to the basket. No,
Brad won't.
Brad Kelleher is going to step across and foul.
No way.
106-87. 3.6 seconds left. And if anyone's going to just finish it off, this is the guy to do it. He's had one heck of a game, hasn't he?
Yep, he'll be looking at moving his account to 35. He's on 33 at the moment. Yeah, Rankin to the line. And you know, we said Platnick hasn't had all that good of a game. 25 and 12.
Oh, well, that's what he does, isn't it?
Yep.
Like Ivan will step off today and he'll say, I played terribly today, and he's gone 25 and 12. Rankin makes the second, and the seconds will just count down now. Don't worry about the shot, Brad. It's all over. Well, he nearly put it away from three-quarter court too. Final score, state champ men round 6. It was the battle of the unbeaten 2, and in the end, Corio Bay sit atop the BigV State Champ men's ladder. They are the heavyweights, the top dogs, the reigning champs. They have beaten Waverley on Waverley's home deck by 21 points. Corio Bay 108, defeated Waverley 87. Cal, give us a rundown of the better players this afternoon.
Yeah, we'll start with the Falcons, the home team. Platnick, as we said, 25 and 12 for him. Campbell was really hot early, got a bit more attention in the second half, 14 points for him. Brad Kelleher, 15 points and 4 rebounds. For the Stingrays, Scooter Rankin, 11 and 19 from the field for 34 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. Then you've got Marley Hicks with 19 points and 15 boards. You've got Jason Reardon with 22 points, 17 rebounds and 7 assists. Jewel and Rabula did their bit with 12. Rabula, 75% from the field.
Hey, just on Marlo Hicks, 19 points and 15 rebounds.
In 22 minutes.
22 minutes.
Yep, huge
Absolutely
effort.
Dominated the game when it was there to break open.
Certainly did. Great effort by the Stingrays. Their big guns fired when they need it. That's when you really see what the value is in your top line players in games like this, and they shone today.
Will, any late updates, mate?
Yeah, let's go through, of course, that final quarter in that game between Sherbrooke and Nunawading VYC men. Sherbrooke 68 to Nunawading 67 in that game, and at the moment Geelong are leading that game at the moment.
93-79.
93-79 in that game. But, in other results this afternoon, of course, we'll go through D2 men as well. Maccabi by 11 over North East Bushrangers. Pakenham fell to their second straight loss on the weekend, 76-71 over Pakenham. As we go to state champ men as well, Whittlesea 99 defeated Sherbrooke 73. And it's Dime Valley leading Hawthorn in that quarter time, 32-22.